Okay, Collective, what's cracking on today's drop on the channel? Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It's the Esports Collective. We're exposing villain. There's DeAndre Swift. He's an 85 in the 2023 franchise simulated. Okay, we're going to show you the contrast between what a player can do with the player edit, and if he doesn't tell you that he's doing it, how you can find that out. So, as we're looking through the roster here, this here is the franchise mode. Okay, we're looking at the Lions, and what we're going to do here is we're looking at DeAndre Swift in the Esports Collective Online franchise mode, acceleration 97. Okay, pay close attention to the acceleration 97. Here's his player that he's been working on for a few seasons or so, we thought. Okay, overall 96. Again, 97 acceleration. Right now, DeAndre Swift in our franchise mode 2023 just ended our fourth season, our fourth Super Bowl. I did lose to villain 10-0. Okay, DeAndre Swift played a large part. Okay, speed 89, acceleration 97. Now, is that high? Okay, we've been wondering about villain. What has he been doing? Has he been changing the settings? Has he been changing the difficulty? Has he been editing his players? So I had to do some digging, Clipper Faith and myself, to find out what is going on. I let villain know his teammate is under investigation, and so what you're looking at here is some of the results of the investigation. There's Dion Dawkins. Okay, 85 overall. That's in our Esports Collective Online franchise. Pay close attention to the strength, 91. Okay, 91 strength, 91 strength. Okay, pay close attention to that. Also a player that has been on Villain's team for a couple years, also at a different position, might I add. So, again, Dawkins and Swift, we're looking at can a player cheat through player edit? So, take a look here. Transaction log. You can edit that, filter that, sort that, and we're looking at player edit. Oh! Villain wisdom, 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 blueprints, blueprints, blueprints. Okay. Look at all these edits. Do you see any edits from any other member? There are more members in the Esports Collective franchise, online franchise. Look, there are some players that formerly were on Villain's team. Okay, again, we're through 4 seasons. Okay, I don't see any other Esports Collective team members on this filtered menu. Transaction log, player edits, manual player edits. Okay. Pay close attention to that. Now, would villain cheat in our Esports Collective franchise mode? How bad does he want to win? He did win the Super Bowl in year 2. Now, it'll only let us go back so far. Now, here's all your transaction logs. Do you see any other player edits? No, you don't. Okay, comment, like, subscribe. You don't. Now, player edits. Oh, there they are. Villain wisdom. Okay, former players from there's Dawkins. Okay, the only player with a human picture, okay, that was not drafted. Again, we're in season 4. I mean, it'll only let us go back so far. We've been asking the question on what has been going on with villain for a while. So, okay, I had to do some research. I tried to really get this in there for you guys in the right way, so that we could look at this in an easy way for everybody to understand. Unfortunately, I think I have to expose villain. Okay, here's the original rosters. Okay, what we're looking for here is acceleration attributes. We're paying attention to attributes, and what an attribute for Swift originally was, what's the 90 acceleration for DeAndre Swift originally in the game at an overall 74. Okay, now the question here is, can you develop the acceleration? Okay, that's the question. Can you develop the acceleration? And if so, can you develop it? 7 points in 4 seasons. Now, I, with Philip Lindsay, run for over $1,500 yards each season. Okay, so what we're doing is looking at these stats and trying to determine if edits have been made, if edits have not been made. Okay, there's Dawkins' original strength, 89. Okay, so very close, very close, very close. Okay, but these are the 2 actual IRL players that were not imported via the draft class that we're looking at to determine if player edits have been made. Okay, Dawkins originally overall about a 70, mid 70, at an 85 in our franchise mode season 4. So we're comparing these things. I want to show you these things. Okay, we are looking to see if we can expose Villain Wisdom in really cheating in our league. Is it okay to cheat in an online franchise league? The answer is no. So okay, here's a mock test sim franchise that I have. I needed to know what happens with DeAndre Swift when we simulate these seasons. Baba, I need you to go ahead and get out of here right now, Baba, okay? Thank you, Baba. Go ahead. I'm busy, Baba. Go ahead. Thank you. Again, so we're looking at DeAndre Swift. Okay, here's the simmed season. Okay, acceleration, 91. 91. Okay. AI teams do develop. AI teams do develop their players. So if your question is, do AI teams develop their players? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. A 91 acceleration. Okay. Let's take a little bit of a closer look. Now remember, in our league where there have been player edits by a team owner, DeAndre Swift has a 97 acceleration. Taking a quick look at Dawkins here. Okay. You need more proof, right, to expose one, especially in your own collective, in your own squad. So here's Dawkins. Okay. Strength 89. Strength 89. So the villain squeak the strength up. Does a offensive lineman get stronger through development? I'm not sure. We'll have to cover that in another vid. But again, player edits, transaction logs, one team owner in the transaction logs under player edits, Villain Wisdom 88. Now let's look at some other players. Okay, Eckler acceleration. Okay, what we're gonna do here is I wanted to see, do the other players get better, right? How much better? Is there a difference at all with acceleration? That's what we're looking at. We need to have a focus, and that's what it is. And Mixon at 94, Cook at 92, Mack at 94, Hunt at 93. Now the reality is these players, Eckler at 92, Swift at 91. Swift at 91 in our simmed franchise mode. Again, recap. One team owner, under player edits. It only goes back so far, but we have some huge discrepancies with player development that may explain running for 200 plus yards every game and going for 2,000 with a player that has had a huge overall jump. We have to ask these questions. It's our duty as commissioner of the league to look at these things. Okay. So what we're going to take a look at is we really want to look closely. We don't want to expose anyone for the wrong reasons. So again, Villain Wisdom, we do love you, but we have to expose you, and you are going up on the channel today. So here we go. Joe Mixon acceleration 93. Okay, so he had a plus or minus 1. Cook plus or minus 2. Okay, we're talking some of the best, most quick developing players in the league. And their attributes. Swift 97 acceleration, 97 acceleration. Kareem Hunt 94, right? So we're seeing some of the most impactful development paths on these players. They develop fast. They have the superstar trait, and they're getting a +1, a +2, a +0 under some of the most impactful traits. Yet here we have Villain Wisdom. Okay. Yes, he has had success with Swift in our 4 seasons, but in our simmed franchise mode, nothing. Right? I think it was a +1 acceleration change. Villain Wisdom, we have to expose you, my friend. We have to expose you, and we're doing it today. And there is no more cheating in the Esports Collective League. The commissioner group is going to look at penalties for this type of behavior in the league. So it's very important that we dial this in, that we document this, and that we move forward. Again, thoughts. Did Villain Wisdom edit this player before we realized what was going on? we cannot look back far enough to determine if in fact it was done, because it appears to go back about a season or so. It's about a season and a half. So this would have happened early on. Now the overall change is very big, not only with the overall rating for Swift, but the acceleration +7, was it approximately, versus the very best backs in the league getting a +1, a +2, a +0 at best. That's just all. Please comment down below, is Villain Wisdom cheating in the Esports Collective franchise? It's very important. We need your feedback, okay? And if so, what should the consequence be? We are in season 4. He has won 2 out of the last 3 Super Bowls. How long has this been going on? Do we need to move him to the Patriots? What is the issue here? Okay, the very best packs in the league don't have that much of a plus or minus on their attributes. Yet here we have Villain and Swift with a 97, tied for the highest acceleration in the league. Cheating is not allowed. We're putting this out on the forums so that you, the collective, can determine, okay, if you think this has happened, why you think this has happened, if you think it's acceptable. And that's really what we're here to do. So again, like, comment, subscribe. Okay, hit that Twitch channel too while you're there. Twitch.tv/Coach Casper. Make sure you subscribe to Esports Collective. There it is, 90 acceleration. Player edits. Player edits. I mean, should it be allowed? I don't believe there's a setting to change that. I can go into his players. What is the honor system in a franchise league? Esports Collective. We have had money on the Super Bowls. Talk to me, collective. What's the protocol here? What's the protocol here? Like, comment, subscribe, player edits, transaction logs, Villain Wisdom, exposed. Exposed. Let's look at the acceleration. Where's Swift at? Where is he? 97. You telling me this player became the very best running back in the league? Guys, talk to me, okay? Like, comment, subscribe. Esports Collective, Coach Casper. You already know what it is. I'm out. Peace.